Hare Krishna, dear devotees, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. All glories to Guru Maharaj. I welcome all of you to His Holiness Candramauli Swami daily class. And today we will be continuing on Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 1, Chapter 18, verse 42 and 43. I will share my screen. I hope you can see the screen.
Yes.
Okay. So, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Ajnanatimrandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namah. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Shrimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Iti Namine Namaste Saraswate Devi Gauravani Pracharini Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pashyata Deshatarine जय श्री कृष्ण वंशकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिंधु विहेविच पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैता गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Yeah. So we are continuing with Srimad Bhagavatam, verse 42. Nave navi naradevam parakhyam sammatum arhasi avipakvya buddhe yattejasa durvishahena gupta vindanti bhadrane kuto bhaya praja. Translation by His Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada. Anybody would like to read? As you all know, I really appreciate interactive session. So if any of you would like to read, please.
Very Paul, I can read.
Yes, Prabhu, please. Thank you.
Oh, my boy, your intelligence is immature, and therefore you have no knowledge that the king, who is the best amongst human beings, is as good as the personality of Godhead. He is never to be placed on an equal footing with common men. The citizens of a state live in prosperity, being protected by his unsurpassable prowess.
Jai. Thank you, Prabhu. Since there is no purpose, we'll just continue with verse 43 and then we'll come back. So, verse 43. Alakshmane nardev nami rathang pandavayam angaloka tadahi chora prachuro vinaksha tarakshmano vivrutvat chanat. Prabhu, would you like to read the translation, please?
Yes. My dear boy, The lord who carries the wheel of a chariot is represented by the monarchical regime, and when this regime is abolished, the whole world becomes filled with thieves, who then at once vanquish one protected subjects like scattered lambs.
Okay. Anybody would like to read Purport? Please.
I would like to read from this.
Thank you.
According to Srimad Bhagavatam, the monarchical realm represents the Supreme Lord, the personality of Godhead. The king is said to be the representative of the absolute personality of Godhead because he is trained to acquire the qualities of God to protect the living beings. The Battle of Kurukshetra was planned by the Lord to establish the real representative of the Lord, Maharaja Yudhishthira. An ideal king, thoroughly trained by culture and devotional service with the material spirit, makes a perfect king. Such a personal monarchy is far better than the so called democracy of no training and responsibility. The thieves and the rogues of modern democracy seek election by misrepresentation of votes, and the successful rogues and thieves devour the mass of population. One trained monarch is far better than hundreds of useless ministerial wrongs, and it is hinted herein that by abolition of a monarchical reign that, like that of Maharaja Parikshit, the mass of people become open to many attacks of the age of Kali. They are never happy in an overly advertised form of democracy. The result of such a kingless administration is described in the following verses.
Thank you very much. So we have been discussing in these verses from last few weeks about, so this, who is speaking? Anybody? Who is speaking in this verse? And to whom?
Sutta Goswami?
Yeah, that's of course, like he is speaking this Bhagavatam, definitely. But this verse, like
Brahma's son. Brahma is to his son.
yes, yeah. So Shamik Rishi is speaking to his son Shringi. Yeah, and why he's talking? Like what has happened? Just few like verses before. Like what exactly is the context? Anybody would like to please just summarize?
The Muni's son has actually put given the shrap to the Parikshit Maharaj that your death will be in 7 days because of just he has put on a dead snake onto his father's neck while he was engaged in his devotional service.
Yes, yes, yeah. So here Shamik Rishi was engaged in this service. He was in trance, and Parikshit Maharaj he just kept dead snake around his neck, and his son Shingi cursed him that he will die by bite of his snake in 7 days time. Yeah, so that's the context. Yeah. Now just think through about Shangi. Yeah. This is primarily highlighting the challenges or weaknesses of Shangi. Yeah? Because he shown here, he was a Brahmana, yeah, pure Brahmana. And because of Brahmanical power, he was a Karmkandi Brahman. And because of that Brahmanical power, he could curse Parikshit Maharaj. But Prabhupada always mentioned that Brahman is not just by birth. This Varna is based on our karma, our duty, correct? And do you think here Shringi is showing demonic quality or divine qualities? Shringi, who is the son of Shamik Rishi, who cursed Maharaj Parikshit.
Because of Kali, so maybe demonic. Because it was Kali who took over.
Okay. Very good, Mataji. Yes, it's like he's showing or he's demonstrating demoniac qualities. And in Bhagavad Gita, there are 6 demoniac qualities mentioned. Anybody knows what are those 6 demoniac qualities?
Sleeping, eating.
Eat,
Sorry,
okay.
Prabhuji.
No, eating, you mean to say overeating, okay?
Yeah. Sleeping,
And
the
okay.
demons used to have into that, the mode of passion and ignorance all the time.
Yeah, but six demoniac qualities, what Prabhupada, or in fact, like what Krishna has mentioned in Bhagavad Gita. First one is pride. Second is arrogance. Third is conceit, which is intensified form of false pride. Yeah. Anger, which is a fourth. Fifth is ignorance. And sixth one is very interesting. Normally, when we think about these six demonic qualities, these comes in our mind like lust, anger, greed, illusion, pride, envy, correct? Or fear or illusion. So those kind of, but here these six demonic qualities mentioned. Anybody knows what is the six qualities?
Hypocrisy.
Hypocrisy. Okay. Quite similar to that, but so I will just show this verse. This is Dambho Darpo Vinashcha Krodha Parishyameva Agyanam Chavijadatcha Parth Sampad Masurim. So, pride, arrogance, conceit, anger, ignorance, and sixth one is harshness. These qualities belong to those of demoniac nature, O son of Pratha. Yeah. So the quality here, which is being demonstrated very strongly by Shringi, is which quality?
Harshness.
Harshness. Thank you, Mataji. Yes, this quality actually led to destruction, and in fact, this led to development or creation of Shrimad Bhagavatam. Yeah, we could get Shrimad Bhagavatam because of this. He got this curse and Parikshit Maharaj. And in fact, when we say Parikshit Maharaj, like we have spoken several times, Guru Maharaj has also mentioned many times why this happened, because Parikshit Maharaj was very, very ideal king, a spiritual king, highly elevated spiritual king. He was a Rajarshi. So why this happened? And Jiva Goswami mentioned three particular reasons why this Leela happened. Anybody knows what are the reasons why this Parikshit Maharaj went through all this challenges, or why like this, like how he can do all this thing which cannot be expected by Maharaj Parikshit, like putting a dead snake on Brahmana's neck.
So that the Bhagavatam will be spoken for this age?
Bhagavatam is spoken for this age. Very good, Prabhu. Thank you. Other two? Anybody?
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Yes, we can hear you.
That Maharaj Parikshit will stop with attachment with family and this material life.
Jai, absolutely. Thank you, Mataji. That was very, very important. Like many times we think other two that Shrimad Bhagavatam was spoken because of this. Of course, that's one of the reason. We also say that because Krishna wanted to bring back Maharaj Parikshit to Goloka. That's like also second reason. But the most critical reason, which is also learning for all of us, is that if we don't leave detachment with our near and dear ones or with this material world, then Krishna will create something. If we are really, really looking for Krishna, then he will create certain situations which will lead to such a detachment. So better we start developing these qualities of detachment. Yeah. Parikshit Maharaj completely got detached, because of all this pastime. Okay, so thank you. So it's very important that harshness is really, really very, very worse quality. Yeah. And if we really do introspection within ourselves, just think through. Have we ever been harsh towards anybody? Any of you who feels that they have never been harsh to anybody in their life so far? Yeah, we have been. And this is because we react impulsively, correct? We don't respond properly. We don't give time or allow time to person who is getting angry, and we also don't allow time to ourselves. Yeah, and we just go in impulsively reacting. And just imagine that if I am getting angry with you, yeah, and you also started getting angry with me, what will happen? Immediately you start getting angry with me.
Quarrel.
Yeah, because what happens when person who started the this anger mood or harshness, and the other person also started doing same thing, and the person who started this, it if we allow some time, then at least it will give some time for both of them to think in calm mood, that okay, maybe I did something wrong. Then other person also may feel that I have done something wrong, because of that I got all this reaction. But if we start reacting impulsively, then the person who wants to think properly, again he will be full of false pride. Yeah, and because of that, that ego will come, false ego, and he may or she may not accept the mistake. Yeah, so it's always mentioned that whenever such harshness comes, we should try to respond properly. We should better to take little time off. A simple rule of anger management: just take few minutes off. Probably that break and that silence will solve most of our problem. Yeah.
Hare
But
Krishna.
Shrangi, yes, Mataji, please.
Only to intermezzo. We sometimes said when this situation calm and count till 10.
Yes, Mataji, that's correct. Yes, that's one another way to handle harshness or anger. We start counting 10, and the reason again is same, that when we start counting 10, it gives us some time. Yeah, rather than reacting, it will give us some time to think properly. Yeah, to do that introspection, why it's happening. So yes, that's one of the technique. Thank you, Mataji. Yes, very nice technique to count. And sometimes people say count in a reverse order, so that way mind completely get absorbed more in that, and then we completely get away from that anger mode. Yeah. Okay. So Shangi here not only reacted impulsively, but he also reacted skeptically. Yeah. He started thinking that Maharaj Parikshit, he is so bad for Kshatriya. He is like very bad king. How come he can have such kind of reaction? How come he can do these kind of act? But he forgot that he is the same Maharaj Parikshit who is the ideal king, who protected from Kali to enter in the kingdom, who protected Dharma. Yeah. So he forgot all good qualities of Parikshit Maharaj and just became so deeply skeptical about Maharaj Parikshit. And hard mistake he made, that he acted uh, disproportionately. Yeah, because yes, okay, he's getting angry. He can say something, but he took very strong action. He not only just gave some punishment, but he gave a strong punishment of death just within 7 days to Maharaj Parikshit. Yeah. And he also made fourth mistake. He acted counterproductively. Yeah. Because he was thinking that because of this, Kshatriya respect will be maintained, and Brahmana will be having more power in the future. But it happened other way around, because monarchy was completely lost, and Brahmana became degraded after that. Yeah, and Kshatriya had less respect for Brahmana after this incident. So it went completely topsy-turvy after this. Yeah, but who is Maharaj Parikshit we are talking? He is a very, very ideal, spiritual, virtuous king. And what he's saying after doing all this, he's saying, it's just like in the few verses later, if you see, Tiraskrita vipralabdha shapta chipta hata api nasya tat prati kurvanti tad bhaktah prabhavopi hi. That the devotee of Lord, even if they are defamed, cheated, cursed, disturbed, neglected, or even killed, they are never inclined to avenge themselves. This is the sign of a pure devotee. Even defamed, even cheated, even cursed, Maharaj Parikshit did not take any action. Yeah, he could have very easily countered that curse. He could have given curse to this Brahmana boy, Shangi, very easily. Yeah, he was having full potency, but he did not want to take any revenge. And in fact, when he was returning, he was contemplating, oh, what mistake I made, what action I have taken, why I did that. Yeah, so he was already doing that introspection, and he did not react anyway in anger. Yeah, and what in fact he did after that, Maharaj Parikshit, what actions he took, if you see in 2.4.2, he, if you see, Atma Jaya Sutta Gara Pashu Dravina Bandhushu Rajye Chavikale Nityam Viruna Mamtam Jaho. Yeah. He left his Atma. Atma means his own body. He got detached after that. Yeah. He left his Jaya, wife, Sutta, his son. Yeah. Agar, his palace. He left his palace. Pashu means his animals, horses, elephants. Dravina, he left his treasury. Yeah. And Vandushu, his all relatives, friends, everybody. He left the kingdom, Rajya. Yeah. And without being disturbed, he just left. So this is Maharaj Parikshit. That's his action. That he is taking this as an opportunity. Yeah. That, oh, I realized Maharaj has joined. Hare Krishna Maharaj, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. All glories to you.
Hare Krishna. Sorry, this is not Maharaj, Candramauli Swami. When we were in Germany, he used my computer, but I don't know how to change. Afternoon, I saw that the
Okay, no problem.
his name, and after I have changed.
Okay, no worry, Mataji, no worry. No, that's fine. I just thought Maharaj joined, and I have not realized, and I'm giving.
Sorry.
No, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine.
I have to change.
That's fine, Mataji. No issue. No worry. So devotees of the Lord are so forbearing, yeah, that whatever happens, they are not really inclined to take any actions. Yeah. And Shringi was so harsh toward one of the most qualified, ideal, and spiritual leader. Yeah. But this is Maharaj Parikshit. And it's also mentioned, if you read this purport, Prabhupada has mentioned so nicely. In fact, that gives one, that reminds one thing from Chaitanya Charitamritam, I think Adi Lila 1, chapter 1, that mitamcha sharamcha vacho hi vagmita iti. Yeah. What does that mean? That essential truth spoken concisely is true eloquence. That means So nicely, Prabhupada has summarized so much in just one line, where he's saying, if you read, an ideal king, thoroughly trained by culture and devotional service with the martial spirit, makes a perfect king. Yeah. So, what makes ideal leader and king? Anybody? What makes ideal leader and king? Hare Krishna, am I audible?
Yes.
Okay, thank you, Mataji. I thought, just wanted to check.
One who do everything according to God's will for the people.
Yeah, as Prabhupada just mentioned in this line only, he is saying culture, that is sensitivity. Yeah, and leader, who requires genuine devotional service, like which is genuine spirituality, correct? And also Prabhupada is saying martial spirit, that means strength. Yeah. So if we find really such leader who is having full of sensitivity, spirituality, and strength, we should bow down. We should surrender to that such leader, spiritual leader, rather than cursing such leader. Yeah, this is the as this kind of leadership, yes, is required in society. Every society needs such kind of leadership. Yeah, and in Mahabharata, if we see, Pandu got cursed by Kindama Rishi. Yeah, when he shot arrow when he was busy. Yeah, and he got cursed that he will be killed if he will be involved in any activity which is physical relationship with wife. And for procreation, it was a big thing how Pandu can think about the next generation. And then Kunti Maharani mentioned that yes, I have got this boon from Durvasha Rishi that I can get this by mercy of all these demigods. And first demigod she invited. Who was the demigod she invited?
The sun.
Oh,
God
that
of
was,
death.
yeah, sun was before. Like she did not invite sun in that way. Like that just happened just to test. But in the forest, when she was in forest, like she after Pandu died, she invited. Yes, Mataji, you said.
Yamraj, God of death. Dharmaraj.
Yes, yes. She invited Yamraj. Yeah, and from Yamraj, first son was born, and his name was first Pandav was born.
Yudhishthir Maharaj.
Yudhishthir, who is Dharmaraj. Yeah, and he was having great sensitivity, great culture, great dharma. Yes, and then Mother Kunti invited second demigod. Who was the second demigod?
Vayudev.
Jai. And from Vayudev, who was born?
Bhim.
Bhim. And Bhim was embodiment of he was embodiment of strength, correct?
Power.
And
Yeah.
power, yes. And third demigod which Mother Kunti invited was,
Indra.
and Arjuna was born, yes. And Arjuna is embodiment of
Compassion. Compassion.
compassion, great warrior, and spirituality. So these three sun, just like these three sun, as Prabhupada has mentioned, summarized like in one line, were the embodiment of culture, which is sensitivity, embodiment of devotional service, which is our spirituality, and embodiment of martial spirit, which is strength and power. Yeah. So this is like the examples of a great warrior or great king, great leaders. And Yudhishthir Maharaj, if you see the name of Yudhishthir Maharaj, Prabhupada has also mentioned, Yuddh is there. Yeah. What does that mean? Who is steady in war? Yeah. Yuddh is there. And he was also steady in virtue. Yeah. Virtue means dharma. He never gave up dharma. Even when Pandava went to lake of death, and Yaksha asked him, when all the four Pandava already got they were already dead, by Yaksha. And Yaksha asked him that if you answer my all questions, if you want to drink water, then you have to answer my all questions. Everybody remembers this pastime?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. And Yudhishthir answered all perfectly. Yeah. And then towards the end, Yaksha, who is actually Yamraj or Dharmraj, he was so happy. He said, you answered so perfectly, all questions. I want to give you one boon and you can get one Pandava life back. And Yudhishthir Maharaj got one Pandava life back. What was the name of this Pandava? Whose life he got back?
Nakul.
Nakul. Yeah.
Nakul or Sahadev, one of them.
Okay. And why? Why not Arjun? Why not Bhima?
Because any one of them was the son of his second mother, Madri.
Jai, Jai. Thank you, Mataji. Yes. He was showing his virtueness even in this such difficult moment. Because he said that if I ask for Arjun or Bhima back, then my mother, Madri, whose son are Nakul and Sahadev, she will be having so much sorrow because at least one son of Kunti is still born, who is Yudhishthir. So he asked for Nakul, who was the eldest son of Madri. And that's why Yaksha Yamraj got so happy. He got so touched by his answers. And he said that I am going to give life back of all of Pandavas. Yeah, and he got all Pandavas life back. Yeah. So very famous verse from Manu Smriti, which reminds this or summarize this very nicely, which is Dharma Rakshati. Dharma Rakshati Rakshitaha. That means Dharma protects those who protects Dharma. Yeah. And this is like, this was also mentioned by Maharaj a few days back when Sridevi Mataji was explaining the this Prabhu in Slovenia, who is having this beautiful farm and Gau Mata in his farming place. Then Maharaj mentioned that because he is protecting Dharma, and hence Dharma is protecting him. Yeah. So this is such nice. Leaders needs to be really, really strong. Leadership means not like the correct leadership of democracy. Prabhupada actually mentioned democracy as what Prabhupada gave as an acronym of democracy means. We believe in this age.
Demon crazy.
Demon crazy. Yes. He said democracy means demon crazy. Yeah. Because we think that, see, when monarchy was there, the beauty was that they were having proper skills. Okay. Not only leadership, but also spiritual qualities. But with this democracy, okay, the people who are electing in this Kali Yuga, they are all Shudra. And who Shudra can elect? Only Shudra. So there is no Kshatriya. There is no proper spiritual king being elected by anybody. And that's why Prabhupada sometimes, in fact, favored communism. Not actually communism in terms of true communism, but he was saying spiritual communism, where they say everybody is at the same level. Okay, because everybody is children of Lord. Yeah, so we all are at the same level from the soul perspective. Yeah. So leadership means you require resilience. Leadership means you require strength. Yes. When there is resistance, you are able to hold your ground. Correct? That's leadership. It's when people criticize you, still able to continue on without getting impacted by negativity. Yeah. And Prabhupada was so strong as a leader. Yeah. He in fact mentioned that I am getting attacked from every society, every part of the society, in Vrindavan by Goswamis, in Mayapur by Gaudiya Math, in Bombay by municipality, in Western world by media. So basically, wherever I am going, I am getting attacked. But Prabhupada never gave up and he fought. Yeah. So this is Prabhupada. Yeah. He's like always having this strong leadership quality. And that's why Prabhupada has mentioned in this purport that what should be the quality of an ideal king, how we should protect ourselves in this age of Kali. If we are getting challenged by similar situation, then we need to remember that we should have protection from these 6 demoniac qualities. And what are these 6 demoniac qualities? Anybody remembers?
Arrogance, conceit, harshness, anger,
Mm-hmm.
I think ignorance,
Mm-hmm.
and I remember hypocrisy somehow, but I think in this
Pride.
shloka it's thing.
Proud,
Pride.
maybe proud.
Pride.
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 Yes,
Yeah.
thank you, Mataji. Yes, yeah. There are 6 qualities, and we should be very, very careful. We should guard ourselves from these. See, once we understand, we know that they are the bad quality, we'll be more and more careful. Yeah, and hence, like, it's very important that we focus on these things. We focus on purity. We focus on how to respect everybody. Yeah. Uh, See, we cannot imitate these nice, great personalities, but I don't know whether any of you from Maharashtra who has heard Saint Eknath, who was friendly to everyone. Anybody has heard? Anybody from Maharashtra here? Probably not. He, like Saint Eknath, yeah, he was so friendly to everyone. And one day he prepared chapati, roti, and one dog came and he took one, like in fact, a few roti in his mouth and ran away. And Saint Eknath is also running behind this dog, and people are watching and they're saying, "This saint is so like nice and good for everyone. Why he is so much worried about just roti?" Yeah, why? And then few people could not stop themselves and they said, why you are such, just worried about one roti or like few rotis, and that dog, like, you should be nice to everybody. He has taken, that's fine. He said, no, I'm not worried about that he has taken the roti. I'm more worried because I even did not apply ghee, so I'm just taking ghee, and I just want to apply ghee on a roti, otherwise what kind of taste he will have? So this is the quality of a saintly person. Yeah. We cannot imitate such things, but they are the good examples for us, all of us, to really come to certain platform where we really feel nice, show our nice characters, nice qualities for everyone. Yeah. Okay, so I will stop here. And if devotee have got any questions, comment, correction, realization, please request everybody to unmute. Also, if you can switch on your video, that will be great. It gives nice interactive channel. Otherwise, it looks like. Yes, Hare Krishna Amritanam Mataji, please go ahead.
Hare Krishna. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. All glories to our dear Guru Maharaj and the dear Vaishnavas. Thank you. It was, as as always, a wonderful lecture by you, Prabhuji. So, firstly, I want example of Eknath Maharaj that you gave. I could remember Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj. So, Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj used to do similar kind of thing that, whenever he is eating, it was Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj or Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj, when dogs used to eat from his plates. So I think, it was Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj. Bihari was his assistant, and when Bihari used to shoo the dogs away, so Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj says, Bihari, why are you doing like this? Let the dogs eat from my plate, otherwise I will also not eat. So that is one of the nice pastime of Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj. It's wonderful to see our acharyas like that.
Yes.
So thank you. So I was just willing to ask that these qualities, demoniac qualities, as practicing devotees, we also have some anarthas, and due to which we sometimes see these kind of qualities rising in our self sometimes. So I think these are like the weeds in our growth of bhakti. So how do we take care of these kind of qualities? Because we, as practicing devotees, we know, theoretically we know, but sometimes we are not able to deal with them. So how to deal with this?
See, the best way to tackle, and I agree with you, sometimes these works as a weeds when we have taken shelter of Lord. But we should be very strong and we should be having complete shelter of holy name. When we take complete shelter of holy name, two things happens. Whatever karma, because our bad karma from previous life, like it's a big warehouse which we are having. Yeah, it's not just like a small bad karma which we may have done in our previous lives. Yeah. So the potency or the power of those karma gets less and less. And second, also it gives us strength to face a challenging situation. That's the potency of holy name. Of course, we don't chant holy name to get all this, but that's a potency. Yeah, that happens. More and more we take shelter of holy name. More we take shelter of an association of pure devotees. These things gets developed. The good qualities from them are passed to us because those vibrations. Yeah, like if somebody is very humble, if we interact with such devotee, those humility, those kind of humility vibrations will come to us, and hence like association and holy name shelter. That's very powerful. That's the only way we can tackle any of these anartha or demonic qualities, really. Otherwise, materially, we don't have strength really to tackle these qualities on our own. Yeah.
Definitely, Prabhuji. Yes, I agree. Thank you. So association and holy name. Thank
Yes,
you.
Mataji.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Hare Krishna.
And association is always like, as Maharaj also mentioned many times, that association, we sometimes feel that we have visited, let's say, temple, yeah, or we have visited some place or wherever, and like we met with many other devotees. So I have done like there's a tick box that I have associated with devotee, but association only is potent when we are doing some service there. Otherwise, that's nice, of course. Like, but the real association means doing service and engaging ourselves in some service, whatever meaning. If we engage ourselves more and more in menial service, actually much and more better for us.
Sorry, Prabhuji, I'm trying to understand this. So serving, when we are trying to associate with the devotees, you're saying, so serve, that means associating through service.
Yes.
Okay.
So let's say if I go to temple, yeah, there are multiple ways. One is that I go there, take darshan of Lordship, speak to few devotee, take prasadam and come back. Yes, that's also serving in one way. But the better way of service is when I get engaged in something, either serving, preparing, supporting something, cleaning, whatever service, like any service, yeah, whatever is available there, uh, and whatever comes on our way, we should try to take it. We may not spend too much time, that's fine, but whatever, like in our limited time, in that, whatever we can do, try to do, try to get ourselves engaged in some service.
Thank you, Prabhuji. So, I was just trying to ask that if we specifically feel that, okay, I am going through the challenge of this particular kind of demoniac quality. So we should serve the devotee and then take the help, or you are telling we should just do the service and we'll get the answer.
See, it depends, Mataji, situation to situation. Difficult to say like one answer will apply to everything because every situation is different, correct? Few situations needs immediate response or support from somebody. Few situations are where we can wait, yeah, and Lord will actually show the right path through devotees to us, yeah. So
Right.
it depends, yeah. It's like the karma, like somebody say that how I like in this life I am just getting all the responses of from my previous karma. But no, like few karma, if you jump from the 20th floor and you say like, okay, like karma reaction will come in the next life, no, immediately you will suffer from that karma. Yeah. But something, if you have killed somebody or you have hurt somebody, maybe you may get reactions of those karma in future lives. So similarly, like here for demonic qualities, if you are facing some challenges in the life, few sometimes it's like too critical, means it cannot wait for time, then you should really seek some help and support from the devotees. And if it can, then probably Lordship will show the path.
Thank you. Thank you for your elaborate answer. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. I remember in this Mataji, Guru Maharaj, one response where he mentioned that in US when he was, I am sure you might have also heard that past time, where he mentioned that he was confused whether he should take sannyas and go to a particular place, I think Ohio or somewhere he mentioned in Cincinnati, or he should stay where he was. Yeah. And there were different like situations, different challenges in both places because they were closing that one center. And he asked various devotees, and then he was not sure, like everybody was saying something. But then he heard from Bhakti Tirth Swami Maharaj, and he said, go, immediately go, leave from this place. And he thought that this sound, this message coming directly from Lord Krishna, this is his sound just in that form. So he immediately accepted that and he took that action. And he did not think twice after that. So sometimes the voice comes from Lord through some devotee.
Thank you. That was wonderful. Very well.
Hari Bol, Mataji. Any other questions, comments? If you will not ask, then I will ask. I will ask or I will start my lecture again. Then you have to handle, you have to tolerate that. So better. How are you, Silpesh Prabhu?
I'm good, Prabhu. Not too bad. We're just going to head off to the manor in a little while.
Okay.
And a bit of time chanting in Prabhupada's room and have some prasadam.
Okay, so you are coming from Manor or you are going to Manor?
Oh, we're going to go to the manor.
Okay. Good, Prabhu. Chant for all the living entities. Pray
Sorry?
for all living. Pray for all living entities.
Yes, pray for me. Need prayers.
See, I was hearing from one of the Maharaj where he mentioned one thing. When we ask somebody, pray for me or chant for me or something, versus when you say somebody or when you do any service, a spiritual service, and rather than asking for any spiritual benefit only for your known people or for yourself, you ask for all living entity. Krishna feels more happy. And then in return, he will not only give or avoid you better, he will also, of course, take care of other living entity also. He's of course taking care of living entity, but he feels more happy. So
I agree. That's very true. Very true.
so should I pray for you, Prabhu?
I never said no. Never say no to
I put you in the dilemma.
pray for all of us. Prabhu, pray for.
Yes.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Yeah, sorry, I'm back again. But I was just from this lecture. There was a message of leadership. So I was just India is going through the elections, and although Prabhupada has told that democracy is basically demon crazy, but I think in the history, I think first time I feel as if democracy has chosen some better leader this time. So I was just thinking about that. Do you have any comments on that?
Yeah, Mataji, I think you are referring to Narendra Modi.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, means, of course, there are few good leaders, and he, of course, is taking the right decisions. But let's see, because this who is going to take care of next 5 years, that will be decided in few days' time. So not sure, but definitely he is one of the spiritual leader, and anybody who is a spiritual leader is definitely going to take the right actions because he is getting empowerment from Lords directly. Whether we think about him, whether we think about Yogi Adityanath, all these leaders who are also spiritual in nature. Modi goes anywhere and he say, I want to give Bhagavad Gita as a best gift for every world leader. So that's like very rare. Yeah, we have not seen this in history of Bharat so far. Of course, like we have more and more such kind of leaders, then world will be quite different. And you see, one thing was mentioned in the scripture that when there is a rise of Vedic culture, that particular place will be more powerful, visible in the worldly level. And you see, India, Bharat, it was visible in last 5 years more and more. Yes, it was having its own strength. It was visible. People recognize, respect it. So that all comes from that uh, spirituality and spiritual leaders. So definitely, Mataji, thank you for highlighting that.
Yeah, thank you. Hoping the leadership of hopefully we are getting the leader as Narendra Modi, but the results are not yet declared. But still, we are hoping it's like a rising sun now for India.
Yes, that's true. I hope so. Yes.
Yeah. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Hare Krishna, Divya Mataji. How are you? Okay. Looks like Divya Mataji is busy. Okay. Vishwapavni Mataji, how are you? Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, please accept my humble obeisance. I'm okay, thank you.
Jai, thank you, Mataji. Jai. Um, There's a message from somebody. Okay. That's a. Okay. Mataji left. Okay, that's fine.
Thank you for the lecture. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. Thank you very much for joining, and thank you for showering a mercy. Thank you. Yes. Hare Krishna, Scarlet Mataji. How are you?
Thank you. Waiting for my next operation about 2 weeks.
Oh, okay. Oh, we'll pray for you, Mataji.
Thank you.
Oh, I hope everything goes fine.
Thank you.
Yes. So any other question, comment from anybody? Yes, Somedatri Mataji also here. Yeah, Hare Krishna Mataji. Okay. Any comment, correction, any last minute thing from anybody? Otherwise, I will close. Okay. So thank you very much, everybody. Shrimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Vanchakalpa tarubhyascha kripa sindhu vyevicha patita nam pavnebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Gurudev ki jai, Anant Koti Vaishnav Vrind ki jai.
Thank you very much for today's class. Hare Krishna.